Everybody, what's going on? It's me, Captain Vibes. Today we are live action. You already know what it is. What did I just read today? I mean, this week's chapter, Bleach chapter 599, too early to win, too little to know. Or it's too late to know, excuse me. So many... Oh, man. Alright. I knew this was one of the two possibilities that happened. Last week, I talked about Starlight W, the wine, two tongues. This guy, I said it's a possibility he could still be alive because we know how Kubo does. He likes to leave with a cliffhanger, making it seem like a character is dead, but really they just received a critical blow. And next thing you know, next chapter, they come back and retaliate and do a counter move. But in this case, that didn't happen. And I did say you never know what Kubo can pull because look what he did with Byakuya. The way he took out the 3 Star Knights. Off panel. But we see 2 tons is actually done. Just that quick. Just that damn fast. I'm like, unbelievable. I mean, I was really curious to see how his ability was really going to be countered in the traditional Bleach way. But we see, I guess, Kubo's like, well, let me do something seemingly different. I mean, he was just done like that. I mean, Pierce just, that's it. That's it. 2 tongues just out of there. No final holy form, no backstory, nothing, just done. I'm like, are you motivating serious? Like, I said, what the hell is going on? And then we see naturally, Juhai, he's still calm, cool, not showing a slight bit of remorse, like, oh, damn. No bit of sorrow for his fallen comrades. I mean, he doesn't care, clearly. But he activates the soul death. Not activates, he summons the soul deaths. And I just can't help but to stress enough, I love that design of the soul deaths. I really like that. So he pulls out the soul deaths to counter, the little Royal Guard troops. And he just asks for you, the Royal Guard, he calls out the elite Quincy squad, the 4 Quincy. And we are introduced. See, this part messed me up right here. I mean, I'm thinking like, damn, this motivator came prepared. He came with Uryu, Hashwolf, 2 tongues, who is now done. Now he's summoned 4 new Star Knights. Actually, technically, 3 of the Star Knights are new, excuse me. We have MXC and D. Star Knight M for the miracle. I think Gerard of Valkyrie. Now, see, this is the thing right here. Upon him removing his Quincy cloak, you can instantly see a resemblance of Thor. Like, he resembles Thor a whole lot. But the funny thing is, it's the Valkyrie in the mix. You see that title. And, that's his last name. Now, I don't know if that's his theme, but last time I checked, Valkyries are the female warriors that fight for Odin. The male versions are called Berserkers, I believe. Yeah, Berserkers. So, I'm like, whatever. But he goes on to attack, Chitara, and she goes to hold up, that needle. And I already knew, I'm like, okay, 2 things are going to happen. He's going to cut through that, or if she stops it, she's going to take one of them other arms, knock him back, choke him up, pierce him, whatever. But we see he cuts straight through it. And even he said, you think you can, block my sword with that damn puny thread? And we see her arm, one of them arms gets cut down. And then she goes on to summon, a big giant version of, one of her subordinates. But it's a big giant where you can see has a special hat, 2 shields in the arm, that's over the 4 arms. But the other Star Knight X for A-Axis. I think his name is Lyle Boro, Lil Boro, one of the other. But you see he's dark skinned, got the mark on his eye, crazy hairstyle. But this guy, he has something, on his back real long. And this guy, we're going to get to him later. So we're also introduced with Star Knight C, the compulsory, I believe. And we see the compulsory, he seems very mysterious. Like, with that cloak on, looking within that cloak, he seems a bit darkness void. It reminds me of a character from Star Knight, the second Star Knight. Star Ocean, the second story. That's what it reminded me of. For anyone who ever played that game, I think it was the villains. I think the 10 Horsemen or the 5 Horsemen. But anyway, that's what it reminds me of. But also, Star Knight D. the death dealing, asking knock LeVar. I said, what the hell? I believe he's talking about he got promoted. I'm like, promoted while he was down there, promoted doing what? Surviving? I can understand if he was the one who, you know, took out Ichigo or got a very fatal kill on a whole bunch of captains. But how did he get promoted and was able to get taken up there? Maybe that's what he was talking about when he was hiding behind that rock, because I did mention asking knock LeVar in my last chapter. I said, let's not forget about that motivator. We don't know what he's up to. But who knows whatever he was talking about when he was hiding behind that rock when he was trying to make that decision. Maybe that was towards what he's going to do right now in the Royal Palace, or maybe it was just regarding his decision as to go up there to the Royal Palace. You know, only time will tell. But per Star Knight C, per Netta, per Park, it's a weird damn name, alright? These four, which make up the elite guards of Juha, which it never occurs to me. I never thought about that. I'm thinking he just had Hashwalt and Uryu as his main guards, especially Hashwalt. But we see that's not the case. Star Knight C takes out that big ass giant that Shitara summoned. What did he do? I don't know. We see his arms up here. You see his hands. And then the next panel, you see his hood. And it looks like, I don't know if that's wind or energy getting pulled in or coming out, whatever. But that big giant crumbles up. And she looks shocked. And at that point, we see Star Knight X, A-Axis. This guy, I think Manga Panda said the Exorcist, I believe, but Manga String says the A-Axis. But this guy takes off the cloak. Looks like he has a long-ass rifle, aims it at Shitara, and we see just blows a motivating hole in her muffin cap right at the top. You know what? I will say this. You gotta love those crucial deaths. I'm sorry she's dead. She is done. If she has to be done. But look what all happened in this chapter. Two Tongues is done. It looks like Shitara's done. He's just done. He didn't even last 3 chapters. And he's done. No final holy form, no backstory. She didn't pull out her Zapato. She goes to block with her little needle. Was that her Zapato? I mean, damn, what is Korenji thinking now? What about the rest of the Royal Guard members? She's done. No Bunkai, no anything. Juha, this motivator is not playing no games. He came prepared. This man is smart. And I like how you see Aizen, when he stepped into fake Katakura town, you know, called out Baragon, Halibel, Stark. Now we see Juha. He comes up in the mix in the Royal Palace. He called out Star Knight M, X, C, D. You know, his guards. You know, I do like that, you know, about those two comparisons. But it is not looking good at all. It's not looking good. So overall, this chapter, if you're an action junkie, this chapter was action-packed. You had your deaths, new Star Knights revealed. With the deaths happening at this fast rate, is the future of Bleach as far as plot and story, is it going to do one of the most drastic, off-the-wall 360s? Because bodies are dropping. And we have Grimjow and the Fullbringer still up in the mix. And with the way these Star Knights are, this is going to be a hell of a challenge for Ichigo and friends. You know? And what, Chadinor, Hime, they really have to step it up. And Ganju, whatever else he has up his mix. But this is going to be a good fight for Yoda Reach as well. I hope she fights Plata Zapato, whatever. But at this point now, looking into these future fights, I don't know how I should go into it looking at it. You know, as far as being hyped, what to expect. Not as far as what to expect, as far as what to want that I think that I should expect. Because now out of these Star Knights, we don't even know if we're going to get a final holy form, yet alone a backstory. Because Kubo can just take them out like that. And I think the only Star Knight left that is yet to be revealed, what? The end? I believe we still need to know BG9 regarding his, regarding BG9. Who else? Pretty sure somebody else, damn. But if y'all can think about it, I'm pretty sure y'all let me know down below. But this is unbelievable. Now, ironically, 8 axis, you know, with the straight line of the vertebrae, you know, the axis. Ironically aimed right here, lining up with the spinal vertebrae. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I can't believe just took out a royal guard like that. This guy he's not even in his final holy form. I see why Juha made him one of the elite guards, you know, for him. But one thing I love, you know, Star Knight X, he gave this little dialogue, all right? Pointed the weapon and shot her. Didn't go to explain his abilities. Star Knight C didn't go to explain his abilities, but here we go with some more Star Knights, more deadly villains, man. It's just getting crazy. So this chapter to me was way better than last week. And these Star Knights, I'm liking these Star Knights way better. Freaking Masculine and Star Knight L for the Love and Pepe and them goofy ass girls, you know, Giselle and you know, and Glutton, whatever. Damn, but I think these Star Knights that are introduced, M, X, C, and D, well, you know, minus D, but you get what I'm saying. These elite guards that are revealed, this looks like a matchup for the rest of the Royal Guard, what's left of them, and of course Ichigo and friends when they arrive to Royal Palace. But damn, man, I just can't believe Shatara just got done out like that. If they can do her like that, ain't Korenji, he better go Bunkai. He better do something. And I'm just thinking about the battle down below, Fullbringers, Grimjaw, Halibel, Sheen. What about Ryukin? See, so much stuff, but that's how Kubo does. Damn, but give me your thoughts, comments, and concerns, elites, man. This whole chapter just crazy, blew my mind. Let me know who you think is going to die, survive. Do you think this chapter was some bull? How 2 tons just got taken out like that? Do that give you high hopes for the rest of the story? Or do you think Kubo is rushing this? Let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. See you next week. Signing out.